Hello everybody, welcome back. This is going to be episode 20 in our legendary Dwarf campaign. I am the strategy professor. So, we've had a dark last couple of turns. We've had some bad misfortunes and a couple of really close fights not quite go our way, and we've had some pretty intense exploitation on the part of the computer. I'm still pledged to not exploiting the auto-resolve to coast through this campaign, though. We're going to do this seriously, even if the computer just tries to cheat us tooth and nail throughout. And I guess, you know, technically some of these things are not cheating. The Van Karstein thing is, I don't understand how it works. So, I mean, if they can do it, clearly it's possible. Like, you know, it's not a cheat if they can do it, right? But I just don't understand the mechanic of how he didn't die a few turns ago when we saw the skull and crossbones on the battlefield. Once again, I know he's immortal, just like my guy, Thorgrim, but when Thorgrim dies, he goes to the hospital for 5 turns, and he's out of commission. Van Karsten got to walk out of there, even though we saw the red skull and crossbones. We 100% killed him in fight. He got to walk out of there and restock his undead army, and now he's coming back to support this other vampire lord. Now, granted, the other vampire lord alone has enough to take us out, because we've beaten, I think, 1 or 2 vampire armies. I think we beat 2 huge vampire fights, but their town is right there, their capital, so they were able to recruit much higher ranked units than I can recruit on an outpost. So, anyway, Zhufbar is pretty much gone. They won't even let us suicide Thorgrim to put him in the hospital. But we have been able to consolidate, Death's Pass, the Greenskin capital. So we've got that under control, and we've just about got these other few provinces kind of under control. So, you know, we're not in a complete tailspin here. We're just having to reconsolidate a little bit and just sort of rethink our options. So we haven't been able to expand as much as I would like. I still think we might be on a timeline, if we can get rid of the Greenskins, to take the southeast by the time Chaos gets here in 20 or 30 turns. I'm not 100% about that. We'll see. In both my previous Dwarf campaign and my previous Orc campaign that aren't on the channel, I was able to do that. So, we'll see. Anyways, right now, they tried to backdoor us, they tried to get cute, and take out our exposed town here through lots of exploitation that I explained in the last battle. Or in the last episode, rather. But, let me check the time here. Okay. But we were able to put a lord in here, and he's currently recruiting. So we don't get what he's recruiting, but we do get the lord to back us up. So I believe we get to start with the garrison, because we're actually physically in the town. So it's going to be 7 on 8, but we have a little bit of higher tech units. We have some of these longbeards here. And we've got some quarrelers and a level 4 lord. So I think we can do it. Let's do it. We can't auto-resolve it, and we can't run. So it's a fight. Not a lot to it. Now I need to start taking these orc fights a little bit more seriously, because I got my butt kicked last time by those savage orcs, and I should have won. I just honestly don't know what I could have done better. I think I could have used my general a little bit better. I could have gone for some more aggressive flanks, and I could have had maybe some better focus fire on their ranged units. So there were a few things that could have turned the battle, but I just didn't think there was a way we were going to lose, because we'd already won 3 or 4 battles that looked very similar to that. Okay, so we do get to start with our army. So, let's look at the land. We need to tighten our game up here. Not get rattled. Just play the best game that we can. Just not get complacent. Okay, so I want them to run around this rock. And just take them just a little bit more time to run around. It might split up their forces a little bit. Put my main guy in the middle here. Back everyone else up here. Go right here. Does he have any items? He does not have any items that are activatable. Let's put this here. I want to pick some of the flanks. Now I think this is just where we want to be. Let's just go ahead and do it. We want the picks to tie up their lord as soon as we spot them. Now they're going to try to flank around, so we want to go ahead and be ready for this flank with these wolves, because Just their signature move. They love to do that. Where's their lord? So the orc lords are really what's been giving us the most trouble lately. Do they have a stealth lord or what? No, there he is. Okay. So they are split up a little bit. It's not a huge deal. Just a little bit. Okay, so I think we might be able to shoot these guys first. Just goad them into coming at us before this lord gets up here. How close? We're pretty close. Okay, I think they're gonna run straight at me. Just get a volley in there, run back, run back. Run back, do not get charged. I think we're gonna intercept this charge. Yes, okay, so let's go ahead and get in here. So we baited them into a quick fight here. Just get everyone in here, kill these dogs. Before everyone else gets here. Okay, I don't know if these guys are in combat or not. No, they're trying to run. Okay, so let's get our guys, reform. No guard mode. And let's just go ahead and shoot. These guys are still here, okay. So let's just shoot at their archers. Let's get him in there. So we're in guard mode. This is fine. I just want to take out their archers. Shoot these wolves. I think these wolves are going to come back at me. Okay, never mind. Let's just shoot over here. Get those goblins to break. How are these guys already broken? I don't understand. Okay, so we're gonna get out of here a little bit. Charge into these wolves. Yeah, that's fine. As long as they don't get on my archers, I'm okay with that. Okay, so we've got them broken. Let's break these guys now. Shoot these guys. They're gonna try to flank us, I think. Alright, so just go ahead and shoot these guys. This lord is just doing so much work. Let's take out all of their range first, and then we can start flanking around and thinking about attacking a little bit differently. I think if I want to rotate over here and try to kill these guys, I need flanks. Okay, so let's kill these guys from the flanks. Okay, so they're running. Alright, so we really need to get around to these flanks here. This guy's actually coming for our archers, I think. Yeah. Okay, so that means these guys are free. So let's go ahead and back over here and get a flank. If he wants to chase our archers, we're gonna flank these guys. Okay, now he's rotating back. Okay, so we should be able to wrap around here, I think, and shoot these guys in the back. Now we risk getting attacked by these wolves. But I think we should be able to shoot these guys in the back. Kill these guys. Okay, so this shooting them in the back is really breaking these guys up really bad. Okay, we got those guys to break. Our lord's holding up pretty well. Let's go ahead and shoot these guys in the back also. These guys rally back, I think. Did they? No, they're still running. Okay, so we're going to step over just a little bit more. And let's see if we can get a good angle here. Nice, stop those guys from charging into us. And then let's just see if we can shoot into their back. Alright, so let's run up here. Okay, so they're done. Our lord is taking a little bit of heat here, but that's okay. I'm going to shoot back at these guys. Alright, we got them to break. Good. Shoot at them. Shoot at these guys. Just get in here. This is a 1v1 here with my lord, which I don't really want. Can't handle for that long. Okay, so let's just get us around on this guy. Don't want to shoot into my own guy. So I'm just shooting all these things, making sure they don't rally back. Because, you know, their goblins will rally back if they have like 2 units left. Guys holding in there. Shoot these guys, shoot them, shoot them, shoot them. Oh my gosh, you serious? They're gonna get... Okay. No. So my lord's holding in there. Okay, I think we're just going to go for the death here. Just run. So we're just going to run and just try to execute this guy with crossbows. I just want to get my lord out of there, just get as many people out of there as we can, and we're just running. We're going to kite him. He's running really fast, of course. Whatever, these guys can hold him briefly, and we're just going to shoot him down. And his entire army is dead. It's just him. Okay, these guys are still just running. I have 3 more rounds left. No rounds left with these guys. 3 rounds left here. Can we rally back? Come back. We have scores to settle. Move now. Couple rounds left. Jeez, this is ridiculous. Look at this guy. One more round. Oh my gosh. Can you get much closer than that? Can you get much closer than that? I had tier 3 infantry also. I mean, they had more units. These lords are just so strong. I mean, I'm curious if they have like some kind of technology that I don't know about that makes their lords almost unkillable. And that dude's level 1. And we did kill almost every single unit they had. We're not going to catch him. I mean, I want to catch him, but let me just see if this is going to happen. I mean, well, we're gaining on him. I think. It's hard for me to tell. I think we're gaining on him, though. No. So, the real reason that we won that was we were able to get around with our archers and get flank shots in. And that's so hard to do when those wolves are up, because it's so dangerous. I lost a very important fight in the Orc campaign a few days ago by trying to do that, by trying to flank around and shoot somebody in the back. And it didn't work, or something. Maybe it was it in the Dwarf campaign? I feel like it was in the Orc campaign. I don't remember exactly, but it's a very dangerous move if they have something like wolves that can pick you up and kill you pretty easily. Anyways, we got it. A lot harder than I would want it to be, but we got it. Okay, so he's running. So we should be able to kill him next turn. We should get our fresh recruits. Be able to run him down. Okay, as soon as I start building a recruitment building, this guy comes out here. And this guy is going to fall. Excellent. Okay, so... Can my guy just die already? I mean, I've been trying to do that for several turns now.
Throw bearers! Let's march!
Alright. Now, we couldn't have handled the Waagh anyways. Like, even if we beat that one Savage Orc army, which we should have beaten, I'm not going to let that go. We couldn't have handled the Waagh, so we would have had to run, and this would have gotten sacked anyways by the Waagh army. So, this part wouldn't have changed very much. Okay, he had enough movement to sack my city and chase me over here? Alright, so it didn't work out the way we wanted, but that's the same effect that would have happened if we had just run over here. It's basically the same thing. So we're just banking on this guy not coming over there, and he did, so it's fine, whatever. Yep, more grudges. We're already maxed out on the grudge penalty, so... Alright, so what do we have here? We already looked at this. They got a 20 stack, and they have a 13 stack. So, Iron Rock's gonna fall. I mean, I just built that building there, and just repaired this. I knew I shouldn't have done that. I knew it. I knew it. I just, for some reason, I was feeling kind of secure. So we have a couple of options here. We could do musical chairs. So if they go over and take this, we could come down and start taking all their stuff. Okay, let's take care of business first. Let's get our vengeance fight here. Oh, I forgot I made cannons. Oh. That was a mistake. I should have just gotten turn 1 things, because I should have known that... it's still in range for support, but I've got to cancel these. Because I should have known I needed 1 turn things in case he attacked, so that I would have 4 stacks go chase him the turn after that, in case he ran away. So... that was a mistake, but I still think we can win this 2-1. Yeah, because he has like 1 HP. I think we can win this 2-1-3. Think. I mean, all we have to do is just go up and like breathe on this guy, and he's gonna die. And then our Lord should be able to 1v1 the rest of this. Yeah, let's just do that.
Let us begin. Ready access.
Alright, yeah, we can just auto-resolve this. Hope he's dead. I really don't want to chase him down again. We got a level out of it, that's good. Okay, well, we got him. So we're able to preserve Mount Squighorn. So that's our good news for the day.
Let us be about this.
So this is good. So that was a mistake.
To war.
Not astronomical. I was still able to win the fight. It just is going to set me back 1 more turn. Yeah, he's got a bunch of items. That's fine. Just might as well give him a crown. Sure, let's give him that. Just deck him out with some stuff. Okay. Now this frees up my big army here. So there is a chance that I could do something miraculous here. I mean, I think the easy play is just go take Grimgore this turn. So that's what we're going to do. I was about to say, we better have enough movement to do that. Okay. Now let's see what they have buildings-wise. Basically nothing. Goblin sawmill, so they have nothing. So we'll see what our options are.
Time to slay Oathbreakers. Hard them.
Go ahead and take this. And then Big Daddy's going to come down there and start wearing out some of these punks. This is my professional army here. I mean, I feel like I could take, you know, 30 orcs with this army. Like, this is some strong stuff going on here. These gunners are big time. These cannons will just destroy any kind of range they have. And of course, you know, it's full buffed. We got the rune guy for even more buffs. I'm feeling pretty good about this army. That's a pretty nice for early to mid game. Okay, so let's do. Well, we're definitely auto-resolving. Okay, so we've secured at least these 2 provinces for now. Oh, I guess we got some items too. I didn't look. We don't have the movement to come back here next turn. Or this turn, rather. We have, if we want the full province, we have to occupy it. So it's either occupy or loot and occupy. And I think I'd rather have 1,500 gold rather than a sawmill or a lumber mill or whatever that's going to give us. It's like a 750 gold building, I believe, and even if it cracks our main building, and it would cost 400 or 500 gold to repair, this is still worth it, so let's go ahead and do it. It's going to give us a rebellion, but it should be in Deathfire Pass, and we have an army stationed there right now, so that should be okay. So loot and occupy.
I agree.
Alright, so we got Deathfire. We got some gold. We got this. This is nice. 33-second exit. This is good. This is the kind of stuff that we need. This is going to help us take down their lords. That means their lords are just really not going to hit almost ever. It's just going to nullify their damage for 33 seconds, and that's exactly the kind of thing that we need. Okay, that's good.
To war.
Let's see here. Thunder. Getting close to that all-important stand your ground. We've got Siege Expert, Bold. It's pretty good. Trustworthy. Oh, that's actually real good. Enemy hero chance minus 5%. That'll be good later in the game. Oh, well, that just balances out that, basically. So he's stupid, but he's bold, so it balances out. Okay, so this is my serious army, so I'm going to give him this serious weapon here. Doesn't give him combat stats, but it does just completely nullify an enemy lord. So you could probably only do it once or twice a fight, but it can be very useful. You just throw that on them, and then just go fight somebody else. That should work. So I think that's what I like to do. I can't fight them 1v1. We've seen that. It just doesn't work out that well. So I think I just need to save my lord and just use my lord for flanks. It's just because he's real easy to get a flank on enemies because he's just a single unit. So it's easy to sneak into some of these crevices and just get behind them, just get a flank, and just neutralize their lord with something like, just tie them up with cheap units like the picks, the miners. Just throw some fodder in there just to tie them up, and then use your lord to go flank their people and kill more expensive units. Okay. So that's that. Yeah, definitely a rebellion next turn.
Yes.
Now we can recruit also, so maybe this wasn't a complete waste. I'm going to try to sell it. We probably won't get it sold, but let's go ahead and upgrade this for sure. How do we have that much growth? I guess these buildings just give out a lot of growth naturally. Okay, so now we have an option here. We can either get this stupid lumber mill, we get a recruitment chamber, which I think we want the recruitment chamber, because this one's almost certainly going to fall next turn. We want to be able to recruit just to fill out the army. So just go ahead and do that. We're selling this anyways, so this is just too dangerous of a position. So we're gonna need a recruitment center. This is fine. We have a little bit of disposable income here. So
Axe thirsts for war. For one honor.
get some of those guys. That'll give us a nice little ring. We can kill the rebellion. They're gonna take Iron Rock or hurt Iron Rock or do something. Then we can potentially rotate down here in a couple of turns and deal with it that way. The question is, what do we do here? Okay, so we have 4 units. Barag Dawsbag is going to give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4, 6. We have 10. He has 10. Our guys aren't that hurt. Our main guy is. They just have a wizard. This guy buffs their guys, which is nice. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 archers. He only has a couple of saboteurs. So he's got 5 archers. I have 1, 2, 3 archers. Or wait, no, that's the wrong place. 2, 3 archers. Picks aren't the greatest here. I have 3 archers taking on his 5 archers. These boars, I mean, are almost dead, so they basically have 9 units. He has some upgrades, but I'm really contemplating, is he close enough? Let me just see. He might be out of range. Is he really just like a pixel out of range? Okay, so he's a pixel out of range. But I can challenge him to a fight indirectly just by excuse me. Just by stepping in here, hiring some units. If he runs away or takes this, then I can come over here and take care of this rebellion. This rebellion's going to be 20 stack eventually. And it's going to be hard. I mean, I'm going to have to basically fight a 10 on 20 potentially. I mean, they might start sieging one of these places, or they might just take this place. Okay, and they've almost got another 20 stack army over here. Looks like their Waagh may have disappeared. Which is weird. Oh, because I knocked this below 17. Hold on. Yeah, how does that work? So, if I just got into a huge fight with their main army, and I knock their units below 17, they should lose the Waagh at the end of their turn. How is that Waagh able to come back over here and damage me? I'm going to have to go back and watch that tape, because when you're playing the orcs, if you guys have never played the orcs, you should definitely check out my campaign. It's a lot of fun. But if you drop below 17 units during your turn, the Waagh disappears at the end of your turn. I'll have to go back and see if they drop below 17, but given how bloody that fight was, I should have won. They were really, really hurt across the board, so I sincerely doubt that they had 17 units left at the end of that fight. Now, they don't have to be full units, they could be partially hurt units. So maybe if all the casualties were very evenly distributed between all of their people, maybe they made it. But I feel like they would have dropped below 17, and they got to move up here anyways and sack this with that Waagh. So I feel like that definitely could have been exploitative, for sure. But anyways, now they dropped after that. Then that's why they lost the Waagh, because they only have 10 here right now. So let's go ahead and... Okay, so we just double check, and we cannot attack them this turn, right? No, they're just barely outside of this red circle by like a pixel. Okay, so it is what it is. Let's just go here.
We march.
Make some units. So we're gonna get
All right.
3 quarrelers and a... No, we need more than that. 2 dwarf warriors, 2 quarrelers. That's fine. We just got our quarreler upgrades, so that's good. What else do we want? Let's see. Could get Renowned Deadeyes. We could also get Call to the Clan. And we could get this stuff, but I just don't think this is worth it just yet. We could, since we're going to start moving up towards Longbeards anyways, we could go ahead and start getting this. And just get this extra damage. I'd get that. It's pretty expensive, though. Let me just see how much money we're making here. Just real quick. Because it says settlement building, so I think that is only... What? Why? I don't understand what's going on here. Get out of this. Okay. Is this glitched? Or what? Why? What? Sorry, I don't understand what's going on here. Okay, there we go. The quest thing was like overlapping with this. Okay, so when it says settlement buildings, I think that's just this. Because it says major coastal settlement. So it's just the settlement building. It does not include all of the other stuff in your settlements. It is strictly your settlement buildings. That's just this building. So let's take a look here. So we have 160. My phone's dead, so I can't add this up. Okay, so we'll just try it in our head. Okay, so we got 160 plus 120 is 280 plus 80 is 360 plus 120 is 480. 480 plus 150 is 630 plus 80 710 plus 80 is 790 plus 200 is 990 plus 120 is 1110 plus 160 is so 110 plus 160 is 270. 270 plus 240 is 510. So we're making 1510. So now it's starting to get tempting. So let's look here. So we're making 1510. So 15% of that would be, so 10% of 1510 is about 150. It's 151 plus an additional half for 5% is 225. So we'd be making 225 a turn if we got those two, which is decent. And it's only going to scale as we get more properties. It's definitely considerable. What else do we get? We get income from tool makers. How many tool makers do we have? Let me just look at this real quick. So what's our income from tool makers? We have 300. So what? Well, the other one was like 225 or so for those other abilities. This is 300. Dock Karaz. Oh, it's this. That might get taken next turn by these rebels, so we won't count that. Okay, so 300, 600. We're only looking for tool makers. This does not include gold mines or anything else. It's just tool makers. So 600, 900, 1200. It's 1200. So 15% of that would be 120, so that's 180. So all those talents combined would be about 400 gold per turn. And that would take 9 and 8, so that'd be 17 turns. So for 17 turns we get 400 gold, or for roughly the same, a little bit longer, we could get extra 10% damage. Now I'm not using two-handed stuff yet, really. So in 12 turns I could just get 10% on all of my basic units. Conversely, I could get 10% on Thunders for 5 turns. Or I could get, what else possible here? Okay, diplomacy, not, that's just not enough to really matter. It's only 5 points. Could get extra growth. That would be pretty nice. This is extra growth also, 10. That's really nice. Minus the recruitment cost. That's kind of cute. A little bit of public orders. Okay. We don't really need this until Chaos comes out, I don't think. So for 8, though, we could get +2 experience for miners. Or we could get +2 for Quarrelers and Thunders. I mean, this is directly translates, I believe, into 2 extra damage, which is roughly 10% for Quarrelers and over 10% for the Thunders. And it also gives some extra leadership. Let me see what it gives real quick. Let me just look at a unit. I think that might be pretty good. Okay, so I can hire with him still. Okay, here we go. So 2 ranks. It's hard to tell because I'm at 20. Their base is 15 damage, I think, but I have the extra 10% damage on them. Let me look at a rank. Okay, so 20. So what's the difference? So it's not damage. They don't get extra damage. What do they get? Extra melee attack, extra defense, extra leadership. I know they do get some kind of damage here. Let me see. So this guy has unit 5 and this is unit 3. So there is extra damage there. It's 3 extra damage. So 3 more ranks is 3 extra damage with quarrelers. I don't think I get that with gunners though. I'm not seeing any difference here in the damage. So it looks like it's great for quarrelers, but not so great for other things. Artillery gets 5 damage per level up. What do these dwarf warriors get? So 1 gives you 2 melee defense and 1 melee attack. And leadership. So that's pretty good. That also works for these miners. Who I want to run with 2 or 3 in my army anyways of these guys, just because they have the grenades and they're decent at tying up the enemy lords. We do want to transition over to Longbeards though. But there just aren't good buffs for Longbeards other than this. I mean, this 10%, this will be for Longbeards, this will be for miners, dwarf warriors, hammers that have a shield and hammer. This is for two-handed. Actually, the hammers always have two-handed, I think. But this is for anything that's one-handed weapon, basically. So this is really strong. I mean, that's really good, but we just don't have good artillery right now to do it, so 12 turns for these, or we can pick this up in 4 turns, and this up in 4 turns. I think or this in 5 turns. Extra 10% damage for thunders, that's pretty good. Let me see how we're looking on time. I thought I wrote it down, but I suspect that... Oh, we're doing great on time. Okay, let me write this down. So good. So... Okay, sorry about that. I had been getting better about time, but I just kind of lapsed after doing a few episodes in a row. Okay, this is kind of a tough call. So with 12 turns, we get 10% damage on everybody, including the units we're about to scale into. Let me just take a look here real quick at what we're trying to do. Okay, so... Okay, so I should build something here real quick, because I can. How much money do we have? 12,000. Okay, so we can afford to build a couple things. So I think we want to go ahead and upgrade the barracks here, just because we're going to have to use this as our staging point to move up and start taking out, retaking this area eventually. So this is, I mean, that's fine. That's not great. That's okay. So let's just go ahead and build it. It's 3,200, so we're saving a little bit. Not a lot. Saving a little bit. Now we are going to have a rebellion here soon, but this is actually falling off next turn, so I think we should be okay there. So we're moving into Longbeard territory. We can get to the Hammer or Ironbreaker territory. Ironbreakers would get the 10% bonus. But it looks like this is primarily just going to be for Longbeards and Dwarf Warriors. Now remember, we are going to be hiring a lot of Dwarf Warriors as we move towards the perimeter, so that's always useful. So I feel like that's a really good talent, is to go down here and get this. This might be a little bit much for now, but I think this would be a good compromise, just 12 turns for that. I mean, we could just go 8 turns and just buff up our Quarrelers and Thunders a little bit. Buff up the Thunders with this. I mean, we do need the Thunders. Are going to have to be doing some serious work later in the game. But I just feel like this affects so many units in our front line. This is obviously only Thunderers, who we're going to have a lot of Thunderers as the game unfolds. I don't know, but we can only build Thunders right now in one town. I mean, how far are we from building Thunders over here? Let me see. So we just finished up our this building. So this means that we can go ahead and start getting this. I mean, you know what? Let's just
Summon me if
let's just not build this here right now. We don't have that much money. We can always just buy them over here. So we're gonna be able to build thunders here, and we can build them here. So we're gonna start to get a ton of thunders here pretty soon. And they're so good against these mid-tier units.
it is time.
I mean, the Quarrelers are great also. But I just feel like we're going to start to need Thunders to deal with Trolls once they start getting Trolls. Once Chaos comes in to crack through some of their armor.
For the wisdom of the
Maybe we do just go for the Thunder up. Let's just go for the Thunder upgrade right now. I think this is so hard to figure out what to do. Or do we just start going settlement? I mean, how many turns did I say this is going to be? 6, 10, 14 turns. So for 14 turns, we can get 400 extra gold a turn. That's pretty good. Maybe that's what we do, because we're going to start running low on gold again once we recruit all this army. Let's just do that, actually. Let's just do that. I mean, gold's always good. Let's just... And this is a cheap buy. Let's just go ahead and buy into that. It scales really well into the late game, no matter which units you're using. Gold is always your friend. Yeah, and then this will put us in a position, if we want to go ahead and get some growth also after that. So that's okay. The stuff down here is a little bit less impressive, but this is good just to get kind of early. And then once we start getting more more Longbeards and such in our army, then we can start thinking about this stuff. I don't know. We just need money. And I'm just not sure what to get. And money is usually a good default to go to if you're unsure. Okay, so what are we hiring? We're hiring something. Okay, we got 3 going here.
Time for a reckoning.
This guy needs to step back into town.
Got then.
And we're hiring. Now, we should be able to sit here for a couple of turns. So I'm going to get these 2.
There is will.
Okay, so let's just run it like that. Because I want 3 of these guys, and then a bunch of Dwarf Warriors, 2 cannons, and a bunch of Thunders after that. Maybe like 1 or 2 Quarrelers and a lot of Thunders. Okay, so I think that's going to be it. Let's take one more look at diplomacy here. Is Karakaren, nothing going on? Nope. Where's Carrick Ziflin? I don't know, but I'll go to war with
I
him.
do not trust your clan, so speak and be done.
I don't usually like going to war with dwarves, but you know, I just need money. I don't really care at this point. I may have tried this before in a past turn, but maybe they changed their mind. Let's try it. Now, because I have so many grudges stacked up, the dwarves actually don't like me right now. They don't respect me. We're improving. Oh, it's because we lost a little bit of our rank, I guess. Our great power is going down a little bit.
Greetings.
Alright.
All you surveyor.
Not happening. Can't break a treaty on them yet. They want peace.
I don't want to talk to you.
How are these guys alive? These guys are some troopers. They haven't had a territory in forever. These guys are just hanging out.
The choppers.
Nope.
Do not greet me as a
Nope.
friend, nor
So if they don't give us
you
some-
have a proposal.
Well, can we do a war coordination? What is this? Greenskin rebels. Okay. I don't think they'll come in and kill it, but you know, we might as well ask. Alright, Vampire Council want peace yet? No. They're getting emboldened. Alright. Just one final check. Just make sure everything's going the way we want it to go. We can't build anything here, because that's probably going to get sacked again. That's decent. We've decided, remember, we've committed not to building this just because it's expensive. And we're about to go into the red again with our cash since we beef up another army, so it's not a good time. Oh, debt's passed. We get to choose something here. How much? We don't have much cash. Are we going to be hiring?
The axe thirsts for
And
war.
or are we going to be building? I think we're going to be doing either next turn. I mean, I guess we can
Summon me
hire.
if you dare.
Yeah, we'll hire. Sure.
Ready.
So let's go ahead and... So we just need to just go beast mode on these armies. Just get as big as we can, as fast as we can, and just run over those greenskins. Even if we have to go into the red, I think that's just what we're going to have to do. So we've consolidated the Zhufbar money, and now we can put it back down here and get one more army. I think we've just always kind of been like one army away from being able to dominate this territory. They just always have a little bit of numbers on us. So yeah, that was expected. Oh, that's Azog. They already got Azog. Huh. Okay. There goes Grimgore. Oh, they're actually taking it. Okay. Interesting play. They're getting very, very aggressive. They're really running up there. Here's a little spy coming up. Okay, as expected, we were able to bait these guys. Alright, I still think we can win this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But they're hurting us right in front of Grimgore, who's right here. So I'm not happy about that. So we may have to retreat to our other town and hire some fresh stuff here in a second. Just give this up. I really don't want to do that, but it's just what we're going to have to do. On the plus side, we might be able to burrow under next turn and pick up Azog. We'll see. Okay, so we've got 4. Now my guy's hurt. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 against their 10. Their guy's still really hurt. We discussed this. I like it. I mean, I don't like it, but I think we can do it. So let's fight it. Okay, so we can't really see where they're deploying.
For the ancestor gods! Kazoo! Dwarf warriors! Kazoo! Be it ready! Down!
These guys are a lot lower than my dwarf warriors
Yes!
in terms of their combat effectiveness.
Killers! Yes! We
Alright.
will have vengeance!
I want to go up and 1v1 their shaman, even though I'm hurt. I don't know. Maybe I can't do that. It's just a shaman, but it's a legendary shaman. So.
Dwarf warriors!
Oops. Yeah, that's fine. Guard mode. I'm not really as concerned about this boar. I would like to get a nice hill advantage on him. Let's just go ahead and start here. Let's see if we can position over here and get a little hill action. No, they're coming at us, so let's just form up.
Dwarf warriors! For the Cannon's Anchor! Range far, range fast! For the High King! Well through! Now!
So we need to break those guys quickly.
Lord! Dwarf warriors! Go! Strike engines! Moving out! Dwarf warriors! Miners! Castle! Down! Killers! Yes! Charge! Miners! Down! Killers! Put those dwarf attacks! Down! Vengeance! Miners!
I'm gonna send some miners at these guys and just see what we can do here.
Dwarf warriors!
Okay, so let's get in there, get around them. Shoot these guys. Oh, not these guys. Let's see here. I'm just gonna sacrifice these picks just to run after those guys.
Nothing can stop us! Bring them down! Nothing can stop us! That is a vengeance!
So I just want to get an angle here. Both of these guys. Let's get an angle. Don't get into that fight. And then I want to shoot these guys in the back. Once again, I know I'm not going to catch them. That's fine. I'm just, look, I'm tying up like all of their archers on this one unit. And then I'm getting to fire and shoot their guys in the back. This is what I want. So I'm just trying to get the angle here. Just go ahead and fire on these guys so they don't come back. I think we've got this handled. These guys are surrounded. Okay, so let's go ahead and start shooting on these guys now. Okay, so they rallied back because they would. What are we doing? Are we fighting? No, good. Why can't my guys move? Okay, let's go. Shoot those guys so they don't come back. Okay, so I managed this much better. It's all about flanking around and hitting them in the back with these archers. That's how you do it. Well, I'm actually not really interested in making those archers run. I'm cool with just forming up here. Let's deal with these guys. The reason I didn't want to charge those guys... Okay, kill the sword. Actually, don't kill the sword, but let's try to kill him. Just damage him a lot. So, I was able to tie up this entire 1 or 2 battalions, just charging them with some cheap miners. I think that's a viable strategy also, you know? You're not going to catch them, but who cares if you stop them? See if I can kill him. I almost don't want to, but I kind of want to. Is they going to get a new one? So I don't think I'm going to be able to kill him this turn. Yeah, let's just not. Let's just not kill him. Just get him low. This way they don't get a fresh one next turn. Alright, so I think he's low enough. He should be very, very low on HP. Okay, that's it. It's good. I don't know why it's giving us a heroic for that. Yeah, we did pretty well, but I don't think we were that
Let us
outclassed.
begin.
I'm not sure. Whatever, I'll take it. Okay, so I think the play then is to run, chase him down, kill him, and then
Time for the reckoning.
run out of the territory. Okay, so I think we just got some cash.
Mighty Lord, the fates have surely selected you for greatness. Thanks to my guidance, your tremendous power grows.
Thanks
As
to
if
your
driven
guidance.
by
This
some
guy's so
divine
full of
power.
himself.
Your enemies tremble before you.
Okay, well, we didn't get all the bonus objectives. I honestly don't even remember what they were. I just want to take territory, so if I get them, I get them. It's fine. Okay, so we gotta take care of the rebel army. Getting a lot of cash. This guy's back. Got Iron Rock. Alright. Okay, so we can pay 15 and get plus 6 leadership, which would be nice. Or risk more Sleep's Wrath. I think we just pay for this here, just because I'm not really sure what this does. I mean, it can give... There's been a couple of times, and it gave some really bad stuff in the Orc campaign. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was bad. It was like a ton of negative obedience, and just a ton of other stuff. So we have a little bit of extra cash now. I'm just going to pay it. We do get a bonus. We probably are going to be fighting. I'll just do it. Alright, extra cash, some extra stuff. Yep. Okay, so what are these guys doing? They're just hanging out?
For the
So I
wisdom
was
of
able to
the
recruit,
land.
so now I have 8 things. That's not enough to take on 20. Now,
Time for the reckoning.
this might be enough to take on 20. Okay, so this just really isn't helping us right now. It's just kind of for the later in the game. This is going to be our big power spike here. It's pretty useful. And then we'll just start going down here. So, let me just see what's on the table here. How far can I dig? Okay, so I actually could dig right in front of him if I wanted to. Ooh.
Let us begin.
So I would be in the underground, so they wouldn't be able to get any good flanks.
What?
This guy's level 12, so he has max Axe Lord. So he's got a couple of activatable items that are decent. We have that hammer on him now, so we can disable Grimgore for a while. He's only got Rally? I thought he had the big one. Does he not have it yet? Okay, so we're 1 level away from getting Stand Your Ground. So I'm almost positive he would take us up on an underground fight if we wanted it. The question is, do we want it? So what are the threats here? So he can cause terror. What's that from? Is this just some item that he has, I guess? I don't know. Some item that he has, he can cause terror, which can be pretty good against us. Now, he only has... He's really tough, also. They have spec'd him into Duelist, so he's going to be a real pain in the butt to take down. He's got a lot of armor, he does a lot of health, he does a lot of damage, a lot of armor-piercing damage. He has a really high melee attack, so he's going to hit on almost every swing. What is this? So he's got an activatable ability where he does a lot of extra damage. Oh, this is what gives him the bonus versus large. Okay, okay. Got you. So it's his axe. I don't have any large. So that's okay. He's got a little bit of damage resistance. My guy's fully healed. Okay, so... how's this fight going to play out? So they're going to come in. I'm gonna gun down these black orcs as fast as I can. I'm gonna train all of my artillery, all my gunners, just everything on those black orcs. So they should be at like half health by the time they get to me, probably. Then I can use my range to take out their wolf shooters and their savage shooters pretty easily. Or these aren't savage, but just orc boy shooters. I should be able to take these guys out pretty easily. Their doom divers are going to be dropping on me the whole time. They have upgrades, doing a little bit more damage. I could use the cannons on the doom divers, I think. 400 range,
Ready.
420 range. So mine actually is a little bit further with range. I could actually just shoot at the doom divers with my cannons early on instead of the black orcs if I want to do that. How much health does that doom diver have?
Not doing it.
3720. So
Waagh.
I'm not sure if that's worth it. 'Cause this is quite a lot. I mean, I really just want to get the splash damage in there. Like, I just want it to hit something, even if it misses. Now, the cannons don't have a lot of splash damage, but they have a little bit. I mean, there are 4 per volley, so that's almost 800 damage. This would be 1200 damage, so maybe 5 shots at this doom diver concentrated. 5 volleys might be able to kill it. But they're probably going to be firing into their own people. I'm not sure who I would aim for. I mean, I think it's still the black orcs. Okay, so these should be neutralized. Like, these guys should be taken out pretty quickly. I should be able to get the black orcs hopefully down to about 50% health. I can protect the flanks.
It is time.
These guys, I have 1 blasting charge miner. I can boost up my own guys with this. I could maybe even use this guy to just go run at the doom diver. It's gonna be pretty far away. I think if I want to use anything on the doom diver, it would be my own cannons. This guy just probably cannot. I mean, just no one's gonna be able to fight Grimgore, really. We're just gonna have to kill everyone else and just try to tie him up with miners, or just like 1 unit of dwarf warriors, or just something. So these dwarf warriors should be able to beat up these goblins and these orcs fairly easily, and I can use the blasting charges on. I can use them on the black orcs, and I can use them on the orc boys. So my artillery and gunners should be able to take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units of theirs pretty easily without too much retaliation. So it's almost like they have 13 units instead of 20. I can hold back just like 1 dwarf warrior unit, maybe 2, to deal with these orc boys.
Yes.
I can also put a lot of shots in on them. So 2 dwarves are going to have to stay back and deal with the orc boys. These 3 will have to stay on the front line. This runesmith, I just don't even know. He's just going to get in there and fight, I guess. So, yeah, what kind of items does he have? A bit of a charge bonus. And these 2 guys could maybe tag team Grimgore. He just doesn't have a very high melee attack is the thing. I guess I can just use him as a flanker on other units. I mean, I could just put this guy in there and just hope that I can hold up to Grimgore, but I just don't think that's going to work.
No happening.
No, I don't think it's happening either. I'm just... Who has the highest defense? I think it's just the Dwarf Warriors, right? I mean, 59? Is that higher than him? It's about the same. I think I just throw a Dwarf Warrior at him and just use the Hammer of Karak draws on him. And just maybe try to kite him and gun him down at the end. Kind of like what I did with that one lord. So if I don't go underground to get him right now, there's a chance if I go underground to get him, I know we're at time here. I think there's a chance if I go underground to get him that he will This is really, really hard to decide, because obviously if I challenge him to this deathmatch underground and lose, I lose my entire best army, and everyone dies. If I don't do this, though, I'm going to have to attack this guy and chase him to kill him. And then, does this even have a garrison left? Let me see. It does. Okay, so, and Doc Karaz. So I might be able to run over there, like, run in here and then run over here, and I would get an extra 14 units. So it would be, now my guys would be tired. It would be 14 on 20 though. Ugh. So I just really don't have a good option. I mean, if I run down here and kill this guy, which I kind of have to do, I feel like I need to do that, then I just don't know where I would run. But if I burrow underground and win this fight, then I can kill this guy and then run over here and reinforce, just in case Azad comes out next turn on me.
It is time.
Alternatively, I could just run. So I could just like run over here and just build more units. And I could build 3 more units here. Just wait until I get to 19. I could build 4 more units there. Wait till I get to 19 and then challenge him to a 19 versus 15. Or a 19 versus 20. And I think he would still take that. And I think the odds would be much better. That's the safer play. I would have to give up Barak, Dawes, Waagh though. They would almost certainly take it. Not huge. You know, I don't have a ton of stuff here, but I have some decent stuff. Okay, I'll weigh the options. It's almost certain that next episode we're going to fight Grimgore at some point. You know, he's positioning. I don't know why he's here. I mean, I assume he's going to come take this village. I may not be able to chase this guy down. I really want to, but I just don't think I can, because this place is getting serious. Oh gosh, they're probably going to lock up this next turn. They'll probably come up and siege this so these buildings don't complete. Okay, I'll think over all this stuff. We're a little over time here, but we have some very interesting things going on here. So I could go for this really risky 15 versus 20. I think I can win it, but it would be very, very scary. Now, dang it, I'm building cannons again. If I just built single turn units, I could burrow under here and then hand off units right here and then build units. I don't know. I'll think over all my options. We'll come up with a solution next turn. It's sure to be a great episode though. I mean, we have some great fights in. If we can beat these 2 armies back, I think this is all the Greenskins have. So this should be almost uncontested. Just running through here, taking this entire place out, and we should be able to get down here in time to save this place. We've got a peace deal with these guys, so hopefully they hold their bargain on that. Hold up to their end of the bargain on that. These guys also have another 20 stack here, so there's a good chance they're going to come up and take this out. So, a lot of interesting decisions going on here, but I'll think it over. I'll come back with a good gameplay next time. Thank you guys very much for viewing, as always. It's been a pleasure to broadcast to you, and we have some exciting stuff coming up in the near future. So, stay tuned, and have a wonderful evening.